duplicate those numbers this week, though, because he's gotten their attention. So they will double him on every snap at a minimum. In some cases, they'll triple him.
To throw again on second down. Hurts thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week. 16 carries, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity, because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in to talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will... to the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Hurts. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
This is taken at the 15. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wild card spots. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession. in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. With that last effort, he has reached now 10,000 career rushing yards. Congratulations.
Big-time congratulations. That also means that his publicist can make sure all the information gets to every voter out there who has a say.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. And Ezekiel Elliott hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the 27, Prescott. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A first down throw for Prescott. It's Williams on the catch. And they'll work this down inside the 30. The Cowboys had 8-6 now on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Touchdown! Dalton Schultz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away from the 10. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Here's Hurts to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Curry. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. From the 41, Hurts. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Anthony Schwartz, 72 yards. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. He hits Mooney going across the middle. On the move past the 40. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. again. And the Bears are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this to Elliott. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on this. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And the Cowboys are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. But, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small magical spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, Their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Marr now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Second down and 7. Inside give to Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Alert! Alert!
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd. Back now at Soldier Field. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Hey!
On 3rd down, he'll drop the throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he will have the Bears' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go now.
He'll drop to throw. This one swung out to Montgomery. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And what was amazing to me was the fact he was able to get as much on the ball as he did. He was on the run. Normally, when you're on the move like that, you don't expect the ball to go that far. You would think you need your lower body to be involved. That was an all-arm throw.
Now Elliott. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Second and 8 coming up. Now Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Prescott on 3rd and 2. He's airing it out for Williams. It got his man complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Schultz. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Cowboys are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys...
And my goodness, another interception. picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right?
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down.